So start MySQL. Okay, I'm starting MySQL client now. Logging in. Show databases. This is all you did just now. Make it darker. As you see, it belongs to Oracle. Okay, so I saw the databases. I'll make a database, create database, and all ends with semicolon. Use the database, then. So here I'm going to create a table now. Okay, so start working on that now. Create table emp. That's a table name. Open the bracket and id. This will be int. So there's a difference in Oracle and MySQL. Oracle is number. Okay. Then name varchar. In Oracle it is varchar 2. Varchar 2 it is. Now here it is varchar. Then what do you have? Mobile. This is big int. That's not there in Oracle. And semicolon. So it is created a table. If you want to see the structure of the table, describe DESC EMP. There you are. Okay. So DESC EMP. So to select data from the table, select star from EMP. Empty. So insert into EMP. All the three values you have to give. First one is number, comma. Name will be varchar, so single quotes. Okay. Mobile, it's a number. I didn't give the values. Okay. So insert into EMP, values, bracket, numbers will be direct, varchar will be in single quotes. Now check it. There you have.
You can use the slash also continuously inserting the values in the same table. Slash.
Here you can. So don't compare the database, all are different. Okay, solve for a your database. Some syntax error maybe. Just check what is there. You saw my screen, right? So I'll put it in the notepad. If you want to copy from this, edit, select all, and paste it. You can see my screen. You can see all the comments. Okay. So you can see what error you have made. Is there a insert empty values? You can also write the column names when inserting. Yeah, we can restrict it. Like you can say insert into EMP bracket which all values you can, which all columns you want you can write. ID, comma, name. So you don't want to insert mobile, then you can do like this.
Connection lost notice.
No problem. Go on again. You are able to see my screen?
No, no, sir.
What is
No, you have to refresh it.
You're able to see from the screen, beginner. These are the comments. You also insert like this. You don't want to insert mobile, particular colors. That's the correct way. If you write like this, it insists all the columns be there. If you put only those particular colors, that is not going to insist all should be there. Only in those two colors, unless this is not valid. You can also write constraints. You can also say where in between power and off.
Yes. You can use that application.
I have an application, but if I start the application,
You can use that application.
no application I have. Morning I used it. See, this is the GoToMeeting is inside.
You can use this application. You can join your ID.
Yeah, I can start.
You can join this meeting. Meeting ID.
Yeah, right. Let's go.
So nice.
Now you can see it. See, we're able to see it in the screen. So these are the commands we just now did, right? So you can also, when you're creating that table, you can say also this primary key. When you're creating, you can say ID is primary key. But since I already created it, I can change it by saying alter table emp and changing the table schema of the table. Alter is for schema change. Add constraint pk underscore id underscore some name you have to give. Any name you can give. Preferably, you should tell what it is. Constraint on what? Okay, add constraint primary key bracket id. So there is a duplicate entry. I'll remove that. So update emp. So you can't insist on a primary key. There are two similar values in the ID because ID 131 121 twice added because it was not a primary key. Now it is a primary key, so allowing me to make it a primary key. Constraint has come. So I'll change it. Update emp set id equal to 234 where mobile Okay, so I changed it. So the mobile null was else, the 121 became changed. Now I can fire it. Happened. Is null. Yep, it is null, not equal to null. So this also I'll copy. So the command is like this: alter table. Fine. So I can modify certain values in the columns. Using set the column name equal to certain value. Work condition should be also everything will get changed. If I don't put work condition, all will become safe. So put a work condition, mobile is null. Null means nothing is there. Okay, it's not a value, nothing is there. Yeah, because we are going to search in the table using primary key. So it has to be unique. Else we get two numbers, two rows. A row in the table is a record, and a column is called attribute. So there are attributes and records, rows. So columns are storing the data of the particular record. Each row belongs to a certain separate entity. Like an employee is one employee's record is in one row. You can add also columns later on. Again, alter table, add column. So you need to know minimum number of SQL statements or going into JDBC. JDBC is from the Java application. You are going to use the database for inserting, deleting, adding, modifying, getting, fetching everything. So how to do it? It's very simple. You made it in such a way that not much effort is there on your part. Java is database independent. It's not only platform independent, it's also database independent. That means any database your code will work. Same code will work for any database. Because the package SQL in Java, that is a package is a Java SQL, that package does not have any classes. They are all having interfaces. So what are the classes are? That's the question. Classes are given by the database handler. So MySQL vendor will give their own jar, backend jar will give, Oracle will give their jar, and so on. So the classes are existing with them. So they will give it to you. So you need the application. So we have to insert the jar into your application or set the class path. Fine. So that's one primary requirement. Because we coding to interface, JDBC is a perfect example of coding to interface. That's how it gives us freedom of choosing any database. Because we don't care what is there in the class. You see in the first lesson, when we said mobile and dot move, we did not bother it as car, bus, or something. Right? Same here. So interface is having the methods, they are defined it like this in the classes. But in the interface, what is there? I need this method. That's it. You implement the way you want it. Okay? So you write the code according to the interface. Just call the methods. It's not everything. The SQL doesn't have it. The application is then present in the classes in the jar files. So let's see the steps. So you have a table ready. We'll go and do something with the table from our application. So I will create an application project here. You know how to work with Eclipse? Eclipse, you know how to work with?
Yeah.
So create a, you can see my screen. Right click, new Java project. A simple project to make. So Zen JDBC Java project. Go to project and then go to project, then in this section Java project. Or the last one, others. Okay, the first one will be Java project. Okay. Eclipse is meant for Java, so no question, it has to be there. Yeah. So SRC is there. Right click on the SRC. As usual, create class, new class. Give some package com.zen. Okay, package is there. Then you give some my JDBC test with the main. You need a main for this. It's a Java project. Okay, so there you are. Ready? The first step is add the jar files to your project. So go to your place where it is there. I given you that JDBC folder. JDBC. That MySQL jar file is there. MySQL hyphen connector hyphen Java 5.1.23 bin.java. Correct? So no need to copy that, just give the path there, copy the path and give it in your project here. Right click, build path, configure build path, go to libraries here, add external jars, paste it here, open. Here you have MySQL connector jar. Select that, okay, and say open. There you got it in this. Okay. So here you can see reference libraries, it is there. The reference, you have to bring it in the paths. So this jar file is having all the, if you expand you can see. Expand and see all of this, all packages are there. It shows that. Okay. The steps are like this. First step is what? Add driver, it's called driver jar file to project. This we did this one. Second, if you go to that and see, if you expand this and see, you see something called driver here. You see that driver dot plus. The driver dot class belongs to com mysql jdbc package. Inside the com.mysql.jdbc package, there is a class called driver. You can see that driver. Right. You need to include that, bring that, and load it into your memory. We are not going to create any object, so no new will be there. New will not be there. Then it become dependent on the object. So how to load it? So class, It's a class called class in Java. Even class is a class. Okay? Method is a class. Constructor is a class. Everything there is a class in Java. So class is also a class. Class dot for name. Class dot for name.
How created that package name?
Explain this in the Java. Okay? If you expand that Java file, you can see. So in this, you have to give the full name of that com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver. Okay, so that's what you're doing now. Load driver class. Com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver. At this statement, it loads the class, but there's error here because class may not be there. So try catch it. Surround with try catch. Class not found exception. Maybe here's some spelling mistake on there. Jar is not included. If you don't include jar, this will throw exception. Search for the jar class. It will not find it. It throw class not found as a terminates application. Right. Once this is done, now the driver is there in the class. See, Java, when you run Java program, when you run a Java program, the first thing the runtime will do is load the classes. Without your knowledge, it has been done. Now it is being done with your knowledge. That's the only difference. Because you never use this. You're not using the driver, right? Internally it is using. But how will it use it? It is not there in the memory. The runtime brings it to the memory only when you're using it. New driver, use it. Will go and load it. But you're not referring to it anywhere. So how will it load it? That's the reason you specifically load it by saying class not for me. Make sense? So you have to load it. Then you find it. It's going to use this driver class for MySQL. You can load it as many as you want in the memory. Because Java anyway loads all the necessary classes. But since the error is not mentioned, you have to load it. Specifically, explicitly, you load this. You can load all the drivers you want. So it can connect to any database. So okay. This is the second step. First step is loading the adding jar files into your class path of the library. Second step is loading the driver. Now, next step is you start making the connection to the database. So you will get a connection. So connection. Type the connection CONN control space bar. You have to use java.sql.connection. Many will be there. Because MySQL is Java. So use that connection java.sql.connection. It will import it here. Okay. So this is the connection. CONN equal to driver manager. Java.sql.driver manager. Just put control space bar. It will import automatically. Dot get connection with three things. Three strings are there that use that third one. The three things are one is a URL, the other is a login, the third is a password. It's secure, database is secure, so you need to provide login and password. So three strings are there. First thing is URL. URL to database. That's given by the database holder. DB or whoever will be for you, they will give you the URL. Login password you already know. Login is root, password is root. So normally they'll give you that it is there in that DB MySQL properties. In that file it is there. Okay, so this is the URL jdbc colon mysql colon // the IP address and the database. Okay, so instead of test you have to give Zen. Whichever is your database you have to give. The path is, I'll give this also. The third step, get connection. Connection con is equal to driver manager.get connection URL login password. So JDBC colon MySQL colon / localhost because of my machine only. If it's some other machine, if you are in the LAN, you can access that. / database name. 3306 is default, so you don't have to do. If you have changed the port number when you install it, you have to give the new port number. If you don't give it, it's a default number. Right? Plus user package or new plus plus device static gas. This is the third step. Next one. Once this is done, again this also throws exception. Add that here. Add catch clause to surrounding try. It's throwing SQL exception. This comes from the database. If anything goes wrong in the database, authentication fails. That time it will throw from the database, it will reach all the way back here. Next step is statement. STAT Java SQL statement. Take that one. Java.sql statement. Don't take the wrong one. STMT equal to, from the connection you have to get it. Connection dot create statement. Use that method. Okay. So this is the fourth step. Create statement from this connection. So they give you the connection now. Database give you the connection. Once that passes, from that connection, get the statement. We'll see the importance of this later. Okay, why we need this. Let us make it working order. Once you get the statement, now you want to fetch data from database. So select query. You already know what it is. So you're going to fire this query and so execute. Put the statement you're going to fire. So it's empty dot execute query. It'll return the result set. So catch that result set Java SQL result set rs is equal to this stmt dot execute query, and you have to give the query inside this. Select id comma name comma mobile from empty. Execute query. Okay, just ensure that columns are correct. ID, name, mobile. So it returns a result set. A result set is mapping to a table. It's exactly same as a table, but it is your application. It's only difference. But it's always connected. The whole thing doesn't come. It comes step by step. So you are executing the query. It returns the result set. Now because multiple is there, so put a while loop. While that result set rs dot next is returning a boolean. So what will happen is if you say result dot rs dot next, you keep on doing that next is till it reaches the end. It terminates the end because while loop needs a termination factor. So next is the factor returning a boolean true or false. Also, it will move the pointer to the next one. So when you call next, it is in zero. In database, everything starts with one, not like the array. So it starts with one. So only then the data will be available. So when you call next, it will also move the pointer to one. Also return the boolean true or false. If nothing is there, it will return false. Nothing is there. So you got that. Put a brace, okay, and print it. Sys out SYSO. You can get that value rs dot get. First one is int, right? Int. The number is 1. Starts with 1. So rs dot get int 1. First column plus put some comma something plus rs dot get string integer is 2, again plus put some comma something plus rs dot long, right? Get long, which is the third one. That's it. So this also is necessary or step. iterate through the result set. Okay. So iterate through the results by loop. Okay, save it. Run it. Got it. Are you getting it?